Okay, welcome YouTuber to the channel once again. I'm happy to see you here, to have you around. Okay, this is much requested video from a friend, so I promise to make this video on Chainlink and Bitcoin pair. Okay, I look at it that a lot of people may be interested in this video, so I put a lot of work into this, and it's going to be telling us a lot of stuff. This video is not tomorrow video. It's not just for a day, a week. Actually, if you look at each of these candle here is 1 week. It's 1 week candle. So any information you have here stand for a week, and then if you look at each circle here, it talks about close to a year's market, and then so if you look at the information that is here now, is predicting possibly what is going to happen in the market for the next 1 year, or one to at least 18 months, close to 18 months. If you take a measured move, it's about 18 months. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, this chart is one of the best charts that you can possibly look at, one of the very best charts you can possibly look at. Okay, now um, I want to first let us get us acquainted to the history of Chainlink. Chainlink is an Oracle platform. First, you should know that it's an Oracle platform which enables you to feed in data from outside world into the blockchain platform. Remember, blockchain does not accept information from outside world. So now, for you to be able to use your blockchain platform effectively, you need the Oracle platform, which is Chainlink and other band and some other ones that can feed in. We accept the data from outside and then send it into the blockchain. So it's like interfacing between the outside world and the blockchain. So this is a very important project to the success of if blockchain is going to ever be successful, which I think a lot of nation and powerful organizations are already betting on. So they need it to be successful. So you need, if blockchain is going to be successful, then Oracle platform we have to succeed. Okay, now, I'm going to go back to the earliest data we have, which was September. This was September, so 2018, 2018. So we had the inception here, and then we have this rally. When the market hit the market exchange, so a lot of people buying, and then it pump out. So uh, that's the worst time you want to buy. When a project just come up, within the first 3 days or weeks, you see it running like crazy, and then after that, what happened? It dump. So you want to wait for the correction before you actually buy. So if you take a measured move from the top to the bottom, it gives us some basic information. And now I'm going to look at this. The first thing you see in a circle, the market. That's a shit chart. If you look at it, we have phases. Now, the first one is the bear market. That's the time the market is correcting, crashing. You see, we have it here. And I think we are in it now. We're having the same thing here. Okay, so then you have a consolidation period. Then we have a slow pace up, and then we have a sharp pace, which is, I would say, euphoria. And the same thing happened here. We have this sharp crash, then a small consolidation period, and a rally, and then the euphoria state, and the same thing. So this is the circle that the market goes through every time. Okay. Now, if you look at this chain link, why I say it's very beautiful is that it's run virtually the same pattern. It's been running at least, let's say, for the past two cycle that we have, which is not enough, but at least we can always use this cycle to like predict what is likely to happen in the future. Okay. Uh, if you look at the top here, after the crash, it takes some time. to actually get to the top. Oh, sorry about that. It takes some time to actually get to the top. Okay, so it takes some time to get to the top, and then after getting to the top, you can see we had to break above it. When we break above it, we rally up almost to 1.618, and then we hold it for quite some time and then correct below it. So we correct to the 50 weekly moving average, which is a very, very, very powerful support. Okay, so now from that point, we bounce. Okay, so the first thing that happened is that we had a crash, and after the crash, we had a consolidation period, and then we have a slow rally, slow grinding up, which is not very fast, slow one, and then we break above the previous stop, and we head straight to 1.618, where we top, and then we start consolidating again, and then we break it for to retest the previous stop or even a little bit below it. Now, if you take a measured move from this low here to this top, this is nearly 60%. Now let me just check that. If you look at this should be okay. Yeah, you can see this is a drop to this point. Yeah, 0 we correct to 0.618. So when we correct to 0.618, you discover from that point we add a straight rally to the top of the first Feb ratio, which is 3.618. So first thing we did was we correct, then we consolidate, and then we break the top and then test 6.18 and then correct. And then we from there rally up to the top of this Feb ratio. This is what has happened. That's the first circle, and that happened 2018 to 2019. Okay, but this does not happen overnight. If you look at this, December 2017, and we have a major top. Okay, let's say we break above it in April 2019. That is a year, 4 months. And we actually have a top at a year, uh, 6 months. That's 18 solid months. It takes 18 solid months to actually top out. Okay, now this is interesting. Okay, after this time, we have another correction, and this correction is about 61, okay, 0.8. If you look at it from this low air to this top air, you see where we correct to 61, 0.618. Okay, if you flip this, because this actually I'm using this to predict the next move, so I'm taking it the other way around. But if you start from the down part to the up part, you discover that this is 0.618% correction. This is 0.618% correction. Okay, after that, the same percent that we had here, what do we have next? We consolidate, and then we rally a little bit, and then we break above the top. The top, now if you look at this, this is the top of this channel here. So we break above it at this point here. So we break above it here, and when we break above it, where did we go to? Exact 1.618. You can see 1.618 here. So we break to it 1.618, and then what happened? We correct. Is that what we did here? Is that what we did? So we correct, and then we come straight to the 20 moving average, and that was exactly below the top of this previous high. I hope you're following. So we dip below it and then we hold the next moving average for support. Now, here is the interesting part. The interesting part is that after this dip, where did we rally to? Well above the 3.618. You can see that after hitting this 6.18, we just have few days above it. And then what happened? Ooh, we have our correction. Is this data enough for us to conclude? Well, no. But if the circle is to repeat itself, it gives us at least an idea of what we should expect next. Okay, now if you look at these blue lines, this blue line I use it to indicate when each market circle at bottom. What are the things that we see? Now I want you to look at this blue line here at 50 range, 51, let's say 51%. This has played a key level from inception. You have the support. It acted as support, as resistance, as resistance, as support. Then when we break above it, below it, it shows a kind of bottom, indicated bottom, best time to buy. If you have not bought, it give you a kind of best time to buy. Okay, then you can see here this is third time that we break below the 51 and it was a serious buy. Here it acted as support, 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 and immediately we break below it. Where did we stop? Currently at 50, and this is the fourth time. Actually, this is the second time we get to this low at 43. Okay, in history, it's only one time that we have gotten to a low price as a low indicator on RSI to a point of 39. Okay, so this is the second time we got to this low point. Okay, now this is a very, very powerful buying alert. I mean, this is powerful. This is seriously powerful. This is seriously powerful. Now, I want you to look at this low here. Here we have 46, and if you look at this point here, if you have this low here. Here we have higher low, and here we have a lower low at 43. So if you mark this out, this is a divergence. This is bullish divergence, which indicate that we are likely to rally anytime soon. But remember, we are on weekly here. So this may not happen tomorrow morning. It may not happen tomorrow evening. But you should know that it is coming. And when it comes, it's going to get really, 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 really interesting. Now let's come to the stochastic RSI. If you look at this, this is one of the lowest point. One of the lowest point. As a matter of fact, we've had only this uh, April 2019, then September 2019, and this time you have massive, I mean, massive run. Massive. I'm talking about seriously massive run. Okay. If you look at it here, this was I think we had 1.4. I don't think there's any other time we get this low. Uh, okay, 006.8, 004.2. So this is the lowest we ever get. 001.4. So how low can it go again? That's the question. How low can we go again? You can't go once we are already on the ground. Once you fall, somebody used to say, once you fall, you're on the ground. You can't go any further. The only place you can go to is up. So it can't get worse than this. What am I saying? Can we go down a little bit more? Yeah, but are we going to go to zero? I mean, there's nothing in the card that predict that we might fall below this line. Nothing. Okay. Now it is Warren Buffett that says you don't want to buy any shares because um it just rise, or anything at all. You don't want to buy it when it just rise. As a matter of fact, you want to buy when it has just crash or corrected. Now, why? He said if you buy when it has just a rally, you're going to hurt yourself long time. Okay. At this point, nobody is buying. I mean, people are like skeptical. We've this correction is going to go down. Is this? Is that? That's not true. That's not true. Okay. So now, this is what I think will happen in the next few weeks, to few months. I feel we will have a little bounce from this 50 moving average and a kind of correction. I mean, not correction now. We are going to have a consolidation here. I believe we're going to have a consolidation here for the next four to 4 to 5 months now, and after that, we're going to have more like something like this. I mean, this is what I will be expecting for the next few months. Okay. So if you look at this this is December, and I think we're in December now. So I think we'll have something like this, something like this. So I think we might have the same thing happening here into April, May, and then we'll have a slow grind to this top. And when we top at this point and then we'll break, we pierce above it into 1.618. This is one of the most important point, 1.618. Okay, so we're likely to pump to this price target. At this point, this is my first target here. Now, this is about 25 million Satoshi. Now, if Bitcoin is at 100,000, this is December 2021. Um, if Bitcoin is at 100,000, this is predicting that Chainlink will be at $250. That's if Bitcoin is at 100,000. Okay. Now, what if Bitcoin is not at 100,000? If it's at 80, 75,000, just multiply this by whatever the price is. If it is at 50,000, that give you $125 per one. If it's at 100,000, like most people are predicting, or which I actually think it will, then Chainlink will be at $250. Now, what happened after a rally to 1.618? This is a correction. So we're likely to come back to the 50 moving average, I mean to the 22 moving average, and if possibly even come to the 50 moving average, and then before we have this rally. And this rally is going to be shorter than the first one. It's going to be shorter and more powerful, and it's going to take us straight to 3.618, if not higher. But for me, I'll be taking profit at 3.618 if we ever get to that point, which will be about 53 million Satoshi. Now, at this point, a lot of people are predicting that Bitcoin might go to 250, 300, 150, 200, and whatever the price target is. But I'm going to be using my Chainlink as a guide, like to know when Bitcoin is close to the top, because I believe that uh, this top is going to be close to Bitcoin's top. So once this happen, or once Bitcoin is, if this is at this point and Bitcoin is around 250, 300, then you're predicting if it is 200, that means Chainlink will be at $1,000 plus. If it's at 250, you're talking about 1,250. If it's at 300, you're talking about 1,500. At this price possible? Yeah, yes. Oh, yes. It's very, very possible. I would say look at Chainlink, I mean Ethereum back in 2016. It was 116 cents, and if it could rally to 1,300 plus, So I believe that Chainlink can do almost the same thing. Chainlink can do almost the same thing. So I want you to look at this very well, and I think this is what is going to happen. I seriously think it's going to happen. I'm talking about between now into May 2022, June 2022. I believe a certain time lies ahead of us. There's a certain time ahead of us. So I want you to stay calm. Buy as many as possible Chainlink you can buy, as many as you can get your hands on. Buy now and keep and hold. Like seriously, buy and hold. Okay, this is something wonderful. You can imagine if you're buying Chainlink right now at maybe 10, 11, $12, which is the current price now. You're talking about 1,000, I mean 100%. That's that's about 10,000% gain. That's huge. So you want to make some life changing um, wealth. So this is one of the easiest way to get that. This is one of the easiest way. Just buy it and sit on it, and we'll be updating you on this very chat. I'm going to keep this chat, and I'll be updating you um, as time goes on. Okay. If you like this content, if you appreciate this content, please give us a thumb up. Uh, like the channel, like the content, subscribe to the channel, comment. Please, whatever you want us to do or to adjust, tell us. We are open to advice. Okay, so look at the channel, tell us what you think we can do, share with your friends and family, and we appreciate you a lot. Really, really appreciate you a lot. So please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and write comment. This helps us to expose this content to the world. Okay. Thank you so very much. See you in our next video. Bye for now.